Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And we're back with the Ascension Cider Company based in Sussex, and another of their Eclosion series, which was released back in 2020. For those that are unaware, their Eclosion series is sort of their little mini-series that they released, which is showcasing different single varieties of apples. I've already done their rosette, and today I have a can of their Eclosion series Scrumptious cider. Also with the Eclosion series, I was a little bit apprehensive because a couple of the cans I noticed before I was doing the reviews is that they were a little bit squidgy. But thankfully, Bright Cider Life on Instagram came to the rescue and said, no, they aren't meant to be like that because, as I mentioned in my previous review that I just did, some of the ciders are actually still, which is the case for this one here. This is a still cider in a can, which, to be fair, you don't really see many still ciders in cans. It's normally in bottles, but no, Ascension has decided to put still cider in cans. I mean, to be fair, I don't see why you can't, because it, doesn't really change the cider that much. Well, I don't think it does anyway. But as with all the others in the Eclosion series as well, this one is quite a heavy hitter. So with the rest of the Ascension's range, it comes in 330ml cans, and this one comes in at a rather respectable 7.3% ABV. So yeah, definitely pulling no punches with this one. So, wild fermented, still scrumptious single variety cider. And this is the thing with this series as well, is that it normally does cider apple varieties that I've never heard of before. For example, like rosette and obviously scrumptious. Never heard of it, but really cool name for a cider apple, to be fair. We are Ascension Cider. The Eclosion series is a minimal intervention project that focuses on the apple, the terroir, and the year's effects on the season's growing. Locally sourced apples, simply pressed, left to ferment with wild yeasts, aged until ready, then packaged. We made the decision to can this cider still to retain its flavour and balance. There you go, and that's why they've done that. Now, a little bit more info on the Scrumptious single variety. Dusky pink in colour with layers of green apple. Okay, right, let's not notice about that. Right, I won't read the tasting notes yet. The apples were sourced from the Greenways orchard in Hurstmonceau. I hope I've said that right. In the early autumn of 2020. This can contains around 8 of them. So 8 of the old Scrumptious apples have gone in here. Contains no cultured yeasts, refined sugars, or sulfites. So literally nothing added into this. It's just the apples left ferment on their own and see what comes out of it. So yeah, looking forward to trying this one and just seeing what I make of it. So let's get this can open. I don't know why I was expecting it to froth up because it's not sparkling, you fool. So let's get this poured out. Be quite vigorous with the old pouring, because obviously there's going to be no. Oh, blimey. There we go. Pop that over there. Yeah, there's obviously going to be no sparkle in it, but let's go in for the colour. So yeah, obviously completely still, hazy, translucent. It's not quite opaque, but yeah, definitely no filtering going on here, as you would expect with an untreated cider. But yeah, not getting a dusky pink colour. I would say that's more a light straw colour, actually, especially on the edge of this glass here. Yeah, definitely not getting a dusky pink colour from that, but yeah, still looks rather nice in the glass, but the main thing is, what does it smell like? Oh, wow, okay, sharp. That's the instant thing I've got, sharp, with a touch of fruitiness there. Oh yeah, wow, okay, the more I'm smelling it. Okay, so that's like, that's got that sort of peachy aromas. Bit of grapefruit. Yeah, that smells really fruity. Wow. My goodness, wow, that is complex. Sharp and fruity. Wow. And still getting those sweet apple aromas as well. Oh wow! I thought this was gonna. I don't know. I had the reason think that was going to be quite dry smelling and stuff, but no. That actually smells like it's going to be fruity. It's going to be juicy, but hey, it's all in the taste, isn't it? So let's dive right in. Cheers, everyone. Let's see what Scrumptious apples taste like. Cheers. Okay, quite balanced. Yeah, quite balanced in its flavours. Okay, initially, getting quite a nice citric tanginess, just as it's coating your mouth. So sort of like, you're getting those sort of grapefruity, lemony sorts of flavours there. But then the sweetness comes through as it's going down your throat, getting more of like the peachy, sort of more like tropical fruit flavours going on. And then underneath all that, there's sort of a slight bready, yeasty sort of undertone to it, which is giving it quite a bit of body. It's quite, I'd say it's medium bodied. It's not full bodied, but it's definitely not on the side of watery. I know some still ciders can be sort of watery in their texture and their body, but no, this has got a nice, almost sort of like chewy factor to it. I'll say this right now, there is absolutely no mention of that 7.3% in this. This is ridiculously drinkable for that strength. It's going down really, really well. Not much in the way of a finish. It's slightly dry. There is a subtle bitterness on the back end, so obviously some soft tannin presence is going into this. But yeah, not much in the way of that. Although saying that, getting a subtle earthy, woody aftertaste, just right at the back of the throat. Like hardly there, but every now and again it just sort of makes its appearance. But yeah, this is a dangerously drinkable cider for sure, and yeah, another really enjoyable one from Ascension Cider for sure. So, final taste before final verdict. Yeah, that is really enjoyable. That's really nice. Nicely balanced flavours there, nothing too overpowering, all sort of complements each other really well. And don't forget, all these flavours are coming from one particular type of apple, which still blows my mind to this day, that one apple can just produce so many flavours. So yeah, another hit from the Ascension Cider guys here. Is it my favourite from them? Not quite, but it's still a really, really nice cider, and one that I recommend that you go out and try if you can, because, well, as I say, this was released in 2020, so there might be some cans out there, but you might have to do some searching for them. With that said, Ascension Cider's Scrumptious single variety is getting an 8 out of 10. Yeah, another very well-made cider from the Ascension guys. They definitely know what they're doing when it comes to making ciders. If they have a tap room, which I don't know if they have, I definitely need to get round to going round there at some point, because I've pretty much enjoyed every single one of their range so far, and I think I've still got about 3 or 4 left of their cans to try, and I know that they've got loads more out there as well, so yes, definitely looking forward to trying some of those out. But for now, that's another episode of the Cider Drink for you guys. I hope you liked it, and as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, take care wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.